Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Reach coming to you here today. We've bought 4 49er hats probably in the last month to 2 months, and we still keep going with Old Reliable that I probably had for at least 13 years since I picked it up in Mexico. But here we go. 49ers 1-1. We have shaken off the loss from yesterday. We played a horrible game, honestly, against the Vikings. It wasn't fun. Vikings really dominated us, honestly, offensively and defensively throughout that game. The Niners were able to do things on offense, but just not positively like when they needed to. They got a playoff here, they got a playoff there. They will run the ball with Mason, but man, when it rains, it pours. And as of right now, the Niners are already injury bit, and there's a lot of teams out there in the NFL that have an injury here, an injury there to a star player, and they're just waiting to get healthy so they can really get that season going. But Deebo Samuel, more than likely going to miss a few games. Probably sounds like 4 games with his hamstring. Last year, we went through a time when we had injuries. We didn't have McCaffrey. We didn't have Deebo Samuel. We lost 3 games in a row. The team, Brandon Ayuk is an awesome receiver. I'm glad that he's back on the team. Deebo Samuel is a special guy. I don't love it when they run him out of the backfield like he's a running back. He's a special player that when he gets the ball in his hands, special things happen. He's a guy, honestly, when the defensive's trying to think how they're going to play the Niners in the upcoming week, Deebo Samuel is the name they're right on the board. Like, we cannot let this guy beat us. We are a different team without Deebo. First week, it really looked like the offensive line was 100%. It didn't really look like they were that way. Maybe the Vikings were just really fucking good. I mean, maybe that's just the way that it is. But we're going to be going up against the Rams. The Rams looked like they were going to be a really good team this year. Jimmy Garoppolo, Jimmy G, 49er fame. He is off his suspension for PEDs. I think he was PEDs, wasn't it? Or just some sort of something. He's going to be back. I think most Rams fans are going to be hoping that he isn't going to be able to be in that game. But as a 49er fan, I'm going to be rooting for Jimmy G the rest of his career. No matter where he goes, no matter if he goes into like broadcasting once it's all said and done, because people say that he's a pretty boy quarterback. I'm always going to root for that guy. And when he signed with the Rams, I really said, hey, at least he's going somewhere that he has a chance to play. Even though it's not a place that he's going to get a chance to start, that there's going to be an injury there. But they're hurt. I believe they've got 7 guys on IR already, week 2. But Cooper Kupp down, Puka Nacua. I still have not got used to that name, and that guy was killing it last year. He has not been able to show what he has in his sophomore. But my buddy Troy, who I've talked about 1,000 times about the Rams, has said that they have a rookie receiver who could carry the load if they put the trust in him, and he's the guy that we should be watching. They're not going to shut it down. They're not going to quit. These two coaches, they love to go up against each other. Shanahan, I think we beat the Rams more. Have we beat them a lot. I don't think we lost to them last year. I think we got a good little streak going against them. It's hard to really remember. But did we lose to them at the end of the season last year? I don't think we lost to the Rams. I think we beat the Rams probably 8 times in a row. A long time, a long streak of beating the Rams, no matter what's going on with them. They've been a good team. They've been a bad team. They look like they're back on the come up again. But, Shanahan's got to figure it out. Purdy's going to have a really good game. He's going to have to be able to hit Ayuk. I really believe in Jennings. Even when it's not third down, I think that he's a really good quarterback option for Purdy to hit out there. And they love talking about his his Super Bowl appearance where he threw the touchdown pass. I believe he caught another one. And he had the game that Ayuk talked about in the offseason that he wished he would have had. He was the number one option all season, and then all of a sudden came the Super Bowl, and they just didn't target him at all. So I'm not saying that this is going to be a walk in the park with the injuries that we have. We got to go out there and we got to play 49er football. We got to be smart. We got to have our game plan, and we got to basically just play it out. And I believe in them. We've done it 1,000 times. 1-1 is not a horrible way. I mean, hell, we could be 0-2. The Ravens are 0-2. Who would have thought that would have happened? They were a team last year. A lot of people picked to win the Super Bowl. They were a team that, honestly, when they picked up Derrick Henry, they thought were going to be better. And they've just played two teams that were better than them. That I think that even if the playoffs started tomorrow, that they would be happy going up against that's a damn good team. Niners are a damn good team. There's people still saying that there's a good chance they're the best team in the NFC. Watching the Eagles right now on Monday Night Football, they look a little scary. That looks like a game. So we'll see. I'm torn up about losing Debo. That sucks for the offense. Shanahan will find a way. I mean, if he's got a guy to line up, he's got a guy that he knows from practice, and they'll figure something out. It's Brandon Ayuk time. Let's basically have him go out there and perform and live up to that contract so we can have the announcers basically shut up about the holdout, but basically about him not playing through training camp or the preseason. They still haven't let up on him about dropping that pass in the end zone in game one, and we won that game. So let's just go out there. Let's get a 100-yard plus game. Let's get a touchdown, and let's just put it behind us. It's 49er football. I mean, he signed to be with the Niners for the upcoming seasons. We shouldn't be talking shit about him. Let's just put it behind us. Let's just go. Let's win this game. We'll be 2-1. And then next week, I said at the end of my game against the Vikings that I thought we'd play the Patriots on Sunday, but we play the Patriots the next Sunday. So let's put together 2 games. Let's beat the Rams, let's beat the Patriots, and let's go. Let's go right there. That's our track to being 3-1 and putting this behind us. We got to catch them Seahawks. I hate saying that, little Alex, but we'll catch you. Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Seems I might have made my 49ers Rams video a little bit too early. I'll tell you this much. I was worried about not having Deebo Samuel in the lineup for the Niners versus Rams tomorrow. But, man, when it rains, it pours. It has got worse and worse. It seems that the Niners are going to be without Deebo Samuel. We're going to be without George Kittle. 2 of our biggest, passing options there is for Brock Purdy to be out there. Nick Bosa, one of the biggest beasts that we have on our defensive line, not going to be playing. Charvarius Ford, our best cornerback that's going to be out there, not going to be there. This is going to be a tough game. This is going to be one that really, Shanahan really has to go into the coaching meeting, basically, and draw a plan that I don't know really what we're going to do. We got Purdy. We've got Mason. And of course, Christian McCaffrey on the IR. He's not going to be able to play. This really is going to be a tough one, man. It really is. I know that the Rams, they've got their problems where they've basically, I think they've got 7 of their offensive, defensive starters on IR as well. They're starting a little bit banged up and bruised up, but man, this is going to be a tough one. This really, really is. And I mean, we had our problems getting guys into camp. We had no Brandon Ayuk. We had no Trent Williams. We're going to need to rely on those guys big time. We're getting that offensive line really looking like they looked like in week 1 instead of week 2. There's 2 different lines out there. You know, Mason was able to still to run for his 100 yards on the ground, but you know, we really cannot start this season at 1-2. And pointing at injuries is the reason why we're going to do it. Guys get hurt each and every day in the NFL. That's just really the way it is. And, you know, you can't blame on that, especially when you're a team that's supposed to go out there and win the Super Bowl. If we're going to be pointing at injuries is the reason why we're losing games, we should just already throw the whole season into the scrap heap and just basically say that this isn't going to be the year. This has to be the year. That's really all there is to it. I know guys like Nick Bosa. I know guys like George Kittle. You know, they bleed 49er red and blue. Kittle might not be on this team for the rest of his career. This might be the last go-round for him. But I really do believe that they're not saying, like, hey, it's only week 3. Take this week off. We need to get you better for the rest of the season. If they could be out there, they would be out there. And we're just going to need other guys to be the next guy up on the bench, next guy out, and find a way to get it done. I wish I could tell you that, like, you know, we're just going to, you know, throw to Brandon Ayuk more. I know that we're just going to throw, you know, we're going to start run the ball with Mason more right up the middle and just ground and pound them all the way. But I don't know what they're planning out there, and I really don't know. The Rams and the Niners, they got a real rivalry. I was right in my first video. We lost our last game to the Rams last year. That was the first time that we had lost the Rams, I believe, in 5 years. I think we had won the last 9. I don't really think that game is going to play anything into this one, but I want this one. I want this one bad. This is one that, you know, Shanahan really could point to on his board as like a time that, you know, he outsmarted the Rams and he was able to get one over. When you don't have a lot in the tank and you find a way to get it done, that's when it matters. Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today. 14-7 halftime update. I was going a little bit way too fast right there. I got nothing really going on right there, but feel pretty good. 14-7 halftime update coming up right here. 2-1 Jennings touchdowns. Brock Purdy in the game really coming out to play right here. It seems like the passing attack is really working. Right before half, Brock Purdy was stripped on that one sack. The turnover ended up coming out with no points there for you. But I feel pretty damn good about this game. I feel a little bit better if the Rams went and broke loose on that run and flipped in. What a show off right there for you. I don't think he needed to flip in, but yeah, it is what it is. We shouldn't have let him have the run if we wanted to take the points off the board. But we just got to play our game out there. It seems like it's more Juan Jennings. It seems like they're really doubling down on Brandon Ayuk and the sportscasters. Doesn't matter if it's Fox, doesn't matter if it's local, this, that, or the other. They're just not letting that holdout from Ayuk. It's almost like a hand-me-down from the NFL to like sort of like press him on this. But I feel good about this game. We just got to, you know, take over the second half. Let's see if we can score a touchdown right out of the gate. Mason running the football, feel damn good about that. But let's hit Ayuk. Let's get 7 on the board. Let's go up. Let's go. Let's just keep building on it. 14-7. We're in control of this game. The Rams seem like they really have not had any momentum in this game. So let's just keep pouring it on them. It's awesome that Levi South is rocking the red. We got about, I'd say, 65 to 75% of the crowd out there. It seems like there's more red than blue and gold in that SoFi Stadium at all. But let's go out there. Let's get this win. Let's move on next week to the Pats and see what's going on. Second half football coming up. Peace out. Hey, what is up, everybody? Stevie Breach coming to you here today. 49ers just lost that game. I mean, the best way to put it is it's one of those games that you lose that I don't even know what happened until it happened. I thought the Niners had that game. They were in control. We were up 7 at half. I had a plan. We were going to go out there. We were going to score a touchdown come halftime. And then we were just going to be right back in it. We had the fumble right before the half. Guess that gave us kind of, bad mojo going into it. But I don't I don't even know. Brandon Ayuk didn't have a big day. Brock Purdy played good. Juan Jennings had one hell of a day. Defense did what we did in the Minnesota game. We gave up that deep bomb that put them into the 5-yard line to tie the game in the fourth. So, we really need to work on the deep ball on defense. Shit. The only thing that we really got to look forward to right now is that we play the Patriots on Sunday. That's all we can do is just move forward and just play. Hats off to the Rams fans out there. My buddy Troy, I was texting with him. He really couldn't believe that they won that game. He didn't think that he had that, and they do. Niners 1-2, Rams 1-2, Seahawks 3-0. I'm not sure where the Cardinals are. I was watching that game in the corner. They were playing Were they playing the Lions? I don't even know. We had the quad screen on listening to the Niners game. They got the Sunday ticket where I am right now, but it was kind of confusing for me. There was quite a few times I was watching the wrong game. I'm not used to that. But damn, this sucks. It feels like getting kicked in the balls. That's about the only way to put it. We look good. You can't blame this game on injuries. We had that game. We just had to play 49er football, and I don't think we did. And I don't know what to put it on. Right now I'm kind of blaming the defense more than anything else, but it happened so fast. Don't even really know what happened. It just sucked. I got no other way to put it. My halftime video hasn't even been able to upload here. I got bad service. I'm in Rockland. I'm saying that like you guys know where it is. So I'll have to put this up once I'm driving home. So I'm not hating life right now. Don't think that that's the reason why there's no video up. But it is what it is. Let's set our bearings straight. We got the Falcons tonight. We got the Bengals tomorrow. Let's get ready for 49er football next weekend, though, against the Patriots. And try to gather ourselves, put it back together, and see what we got. I don't know. I don't even really have stats for you to tell you why we lost this game. We just lost. It sucks. It blows. We get kicked in the nuts. We're 1-2. Can't remember the last time we were 1-2. I remember this season we were 3-3 after 6, and then we just went on our streak, and that was long, forgotten. And that's just what we got to do again as the team gets healthy. As we get back together, we gotta get back on the train, because this is one of the last trips around the sun for this team right here. We got to do it.